Now that you've created the nodes for each of your departments or categories, you can begin adding the services you want to appear in the bill analyzer and any monthly reports you've set up. To do this, click on the node you wish to allocate an asset or service to. On the right-hand side of the screen, you will see a table split into allocated and unallocated. The allocated table displays by default, and it's here you'll see any services you've already allocated to the node. In this case, it's empty, since we haven't allocated any services yet. To allocate new services, click on Unallocated. The table will bring up all the services on your account that haven't been allocated to a node yet. In this case, all of them. The table will show you the service number, account number, description, service type, status, and more related to each service. You can also use the drop-down above the table to view accounts instead if you have multiple accounts and want to group the services by account instead. You can go through the table manually using the Next, Previous, and Page buttons. Alternatively, you can search for particular service numbers, account numbers, descriptions, or customer reference IDs by filling in the text boxes underneath the table. You can also use the drop-downs under service type and status if you want to narrow down the table to particular types of services, such as VPBXs, or based on active or inactive status. For this example, we want to add some of our VPBX services to the sales department node, so we'll click on the drop-down under services and select VPBX. Now you can allocate the services either all at once or by selecting the relevant ones if you're just after a particular subset. To allocate all the services in the table to a node, click on the drop-down at the bottom next to Perform Label Action and select Allocate All. To allocate just the services you wish to select, click in the checkbox to the left of each service you wish to allocate. Once you've done this, click the Perform Label Action drop-down and select Allocate Selected. Now, in the allocated table, you'll see the services you just added to the node. You can repeat this process for each of the other nodes you've created. Remember to save any changes you've made once you're done.